What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Walmart exclusive Legacy Beast Wars stuff. This was kind of like a quick wave. I really can't remember what they like referred to this wave as. But this was basically our first batch of Walmart exclusives, and it was all Beast Wars stuff. As you can see, we got Buzzsaw, and then we got canceled Night Prowler, and then we also got BotCon Sandstorm. So I was ecstatic to pick up all three of these. I'm pretty much in for any of the Beast Wars repaints that we do get from Legacy and forward, and any Walmart exclusives and unfortunate Target exclusives. Although it does seem that going in forward into the future, depending on when I upload this video, I guess that they are putting like some of the buzzworthy repaints up on Pulse, and we'll see how true that is in the long run. But nevertheless, so this is it. Just want to do them all in one shot, one video. Take a look at them individually. I'll start with my least favorite and kind of work my way up. So yeah, starting off, let's take a look at Buzzsaw. This is one. I don't hate the new Waspinator mold. I mean, I think some people are kind of like, it's hit or miss. I don't like the weapon. I feel like they could have done better on that, or even copied from the Thrilling 30. And there are some shared ideas from the Thrilling 30 onto this new Kingdom mold, and I believe I talked a little bit about that whenever I talked about the original Waspinator. But it just, I think because I've wanted Night Prowler for so long, and I really, obviously I love the BotCon stuff, this just kind of like fell short for me. But I really do like this. It's a great looking deco on this, and as you can see, like the eyes here, they're like translucent green, or maybe they're just regular translucent. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, okay, yeah. They're translucent green, and then you've got this this yellow paint on top, and then you've got kind of like a black wash in it. This looks like really good. This turned out looking great. The wings, on the other hand, I believe are like clear translucent, and then you've got like a flat black, almost kind of like thin spray there on the bottom, and of course it's going to make them look shiny on the side that's still clear. But like I think like this was just a great like deco choice for this character. I mean, obviously, the original had the green wings because he had the other translucent green stuff and what have you, and that's all well and good, but I think this is pretty cool looking update for it. So I really do like this. I really do like this choice of colors, and I really think that they knocked it out of the park, especially on those eyes. Those eyes look really great. So anyways, let's get him into robot mode. All right, so here he is in robot mode, and again, let's fix these. There we go. Get those I think that's how they were out the box. It's a little strange looking, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know. Yeah, let's angle them down. Let's maybe. I don't know why I just can't get them to like. I can't find like a spot where like I really like how these antenna look, and they're either like they're just goofy bug nipples, and said what I said. It is what it is. But anyways, so yeah, here's robot mode. Again, not too bad. I like how it brings over the color from the original with the purple and green and yellow, and yada yada yada. And we do get this nice like black fade there on the legs that I really do like, and just all the other details. So we do have clear translucent here, and then obviously the green translucent for the eyes. It's hard to tell because I don't have like light shining down in them, but I mean it's great light piping any which way you cut it. Again, I don't like his weapon. I just don't like the way it looks. Just I don't know. It's not as nice as the Thrilling 30 version, but again, hey, it is what it is, and I'll never have him displayed holding it, so that's fine too. But yeah, that's more or less it for Buzzsaw. Pretty neat. If you're going for like a 90s classic recreation shelf of all the greatest hits from 96, then I definitely say he's a pickup. If it's just like a character thing, or maybe it's you had one as a kid, for sure pick it up too. Otherwise, like if you're just interested in like maybe like some of the stronger molds, I don't know that this is that. But again, for me, gotta have it because I'm a completist, whatever you want to call them. All right, next up is Sandstorm, and it's honestly just because of how underwhelming the Scorponok mold is, and it's like it sucks because like I know, I'm about to have to like I say have to like I'm about to choose to buy a third one, in the Buzzworthy multi pack or whatever. Um, the character choice I love, I absolutely love. I love Sandstorm. I love the whole 13 thing. The 3H era BotCon stories were my personal favorite. Just sort of in general. So like getting a character from that era represented in a modern toy, even though the modern toy kind of falls short for me personally, is really nice. I was gonna compare it to the original, but um, that original Scorponok mold in general, especially the ones that are 25 years plus in age at this point, it's not fun to like mess with them when you don't have to. So I am gonna forego that comparison. The colors are a little off. Like the scorpion legs, I think are just too purple. I think the actual like sandy brown color may be a little too sandy brown, which I think like in general they were going for like quote unquote realism, so it works. I can't really fault the deco. Everything's said and done on it. But like I don't know, if you guys need to like color match some old BotCon toys, holler at me, Hasbro. I got them all. But yeah, other than that, pretty solid. There's nothing really new here in Scorpion mode, and again, it's like just kind of like handling this and Scorponok. It's not as awful as like it's just not great. It's not awful. It's not as awful as my first like instincts made it out to be, but it's still not like a great mold. So anyways, let's look at him in robot mode. Alright, so here he is in robot mode, and the colors are still great. I do love the kind of like light orange over the more sort of like red orange, burnt orange, two-tone sort of paint that we get there on the shins and the feet. I think that turned out really nice. And of course we do get the new mutant mask head, which also, this is, I know with the Scorponok and the Waspinator repaint that we're getting in the Buzzworthy line, that we're like they're including both like alternate heads, allegedly I should say. I mean, those haven't come out yet. Some of the stolen copies have those, but yeah. So like I mean, like right now I guess I'll just say allegedly. But it would have been nice if they would have done the same for this, just because like I always had the non-mutant head on display for my Sandstorm, and I use the mutant head for Double Punch, which I mean that's me, and I know not everybody even has an original Sandstorm or Double Punch, and I get that, and I respect that, and blah 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 blah. But it would have just been nice to have that alternative option. But the mutant mask does look good, and the only reason I say like I wanted the robot mode head, I think, is that's how he appeared in the comic. I don't know if he appeared with the mutant mask. It's been a while, but I'm almost positive it was with the robot head. But otherwise, he comes with all the same accessories. You get the missiles, and they do not have a any little markings on them. Obviously, he's got his Predacon sigil up here, but he is a noble Predacon, a heroic Predacon, and then you also get the little Cyber Bee there. I think it'd be cool to like maybe design and like print out some like maybe different accessories. I mean, obviously the original toy had the missiles and the bee, and that's clearly like, why would you deviate from that? But I don't know, I think it'd be fun to do that. Otherwise, not terrible. Obviously people have whatever complaints they have about the Scorponok mold, but I really do like this, and this is the only one that I definitely bought two of because I wanted to double down in the event that hopefully Hasbro someday gives us Shattered Glass Beast Wars. They're doing Shattered Glass, the G1 stuff now, but I hope maybe potentially possibly the third round of Shattered Glass, because it is a popular concept, is Beast Wars, and it's like, all right, I already got the jump, already got Shattered Glass Scorponok here. So but yeah, really solid. I do like the new head. I like the deco. I think the deco turned out great. It's not as close to the original as I'd like it to be, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, last but certainly not least is definitely the Night Prowler. Now, this is one I had really been hoping that maybe they would have, kind of done this on the original Cheetor mold, since it did just kind of get released in stores as a Walmart exclusive. So we know the mold's in use, and we know they could have done it. But part of me is also like kind of relieved. It keeps those unreleased things like kind of like sacred and rare, and sacred's probably not the right word to use for it, but it keeps them special. And I'm more than happy having this than nothing, just to kind of like commemorate like just how special that unreleased Night Prowler is. A buddy of mine's got one of those. Don't know how many are out there, but he's got one of them, and it's really nice to just have that on my shelf. They even went as far as to like put the Autobot logo on him instead of the Maximal logo, because like he probably would have been released, I think during the Universe time, where they were putting Autobot and Decepticon logos over like spark crystals and things like that. So it was just really cool, and I'm really glad that they decided to release this. He does have like some 2 different gray plastic going on here, and it is the Cheetor mold. It's the 3rd use. It is the 5th if you just count engineering between Cheetor and Tigatron, and ultimately I'm okay with that. A lot of people, repaints. It's like, yeah, bro, welcome to the franchise. Like, it's gonna be okay. A lot of us love these repaints. I live for these repaints. So yeah, there's that. He's got a nice kind of like fade to like a whitewash sort of deco, and it'll like fade out to this darker color. So that's nice. I wish that these darker grays, I don't know why they're this dark. They don't. I mean, it's a different material. I'm almost certain of it, but it's like even the feet, and it's like I don't know. I don't know why you guys did that. How come you couldn't have matched it to the other? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So anyways, yeah, that's it. Otherwise, pretty solid. And let's get him into robot mode. All right, so here we have Night Prowler in his robot mode, and let's just go ahead and get on to the negatives, and then like I guess I can kind of end on some positives. Like we were kind of like, I remember one of the reasons like we were told as to why the prices of stuff was kind of going up across the board, and why there was going to be like shared decos between Hasbro and Takara Tomy. Had a lot to do with like they were going to kind of like split the budget between like mainline figures. Takara figures were always like painted the extra mile, while Hasbro's like weren't, or maybe had a sticker or something like that, something kind of cheaper on it. So they were like, all right, we'll just like sort of combine budgets, and boom, we'll be able to release the same stuff, and we'll be able to in turn up the paint apps on it. And I feel like for the most part that has probably worked out pretty well in practice. But Night Prowler here definitely falls short. Not only does he fall short just on paint apps across the line, but he also falls short on paint apps across like literally every other use of this mold. So Shadow Panther had I believe the feet were silver, and then he had the shin painted stuff, and I think Shadow Panther even had some paint on the arms. Cheetor had obviously the paint. It may have been on the feet, but he had it on the shins, and he even had like this middle piece painted. The Netflix one didn't, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. It's the Netflix one. And I don't know like if any of you have ever looked at the original Night Prowler deco, but like he kind of had a lot of paint. Now granted, it was just a painted Fox Kids Cheetor, but yeah, like it's kind of unfortunate. But otherwise, this still, in my opinion, gets the job done, and it really scratches that itch for unreleased characters, I think. But I do know that that original Night Prowler had he had some gold on the shins, and I believe the biceps were gold, and like these are supposed to be blue, and it's like there's only like a handful of pieces on this that utilize this yellow plastic. So like, why couldn't it have just been molded in that more accurate blue? Like it's kind of weird. Instead they went like Shadow Panther yellow. And I don't know. I feel like maybe there should have been a little bit more love put into this, but again, just my excitement for there actually being a Night Prowler toy and it actually existing at mass retail really kind of overrides any of my like critical thinking. And I do think that they did a pretty bang up job here on the head. I realize like the entire front half of this head is painted, but I still think it could have had some more paint. That's just me. That's my little complaint for the whole ordeal. And I think they kind of like split that paint budget up per wave. So like I would have happily, done away with the black fade here on Buzzsaw, and like maybe even the like just leave his forearms blank and like put that paint budget into him. Wouldn't have really changed anything on Sandstorm. That's just and I don't think he really took a whole lot of any particular budget anyways. I feel like a lot of the paint budget was definitely Buzzsaw here, and again, were it me, I would have put that into Shadow Panther, but it wasn't me. I don't get to make those calls. Otherwise, it's a great looking trio, and I know they're doing some of the Velocitron stuff next, and that's going to be a lot of fun. I know a lot of people are like looking forward to that as well. But yeah, I think that's going to cover it. We've been going long enough. So anyways, if you guys like this kind of stuff, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and comment on which one of these is your favorite. Genuinely, like I really would like to get a finger on the pulse there. I think a lot of people are excited for the mainline BotCon figure, because that original Sandstorm is pretty expensive now. So being able to like have that represented, and also like it being able to double as a Shattered Glass Scorponok, I think like that may be a lot of favorites. Is this particular Scorponok figure the best? No, but he's not terrible either. So just think about it. I don't know. Let me know. All right. Till the next video. I'll see y'all later.